Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Hello! Welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Csaw or Chris, and today we are playing some Final Fantasy XIV in 2021. I've noticed recently, like going back through some of my live streams, that I don't actually start my live streams the same way I start my videos. But I guess it's because I'm more concerned that you guys can't hear me, and I'm gonna talk for like a few minutes, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we didn't hear any of that." Yeah, so that's why I start off with like a hello, hello. We got some people in game actually. Just before I start that, we got some people who've come and found me already, which is always exciting to see. Wow, that is a crazy mount. Look at that thing. What is this? Look at these little like guys just carrying. This is super cool. Oh, and it like jingles and stuff. Really nice. Look at everyone. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump in. Thank you for joining me, everyone, tonight. It's gonna be pretty much just me doing the main scenario quest. I hear we're getting pretty close to the end of the main scenario quest. I'm pretty excited to see how far we can push tonight, because I'd like to get into new stuff, new areas, new adventures. You know how it is. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, causes and costs. Oh, and we get a battle stance. That's pretty cool. When I say I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I envisaged. It's a word I've never used before. Rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. So yeah, for those of you who didn't witness the last video I did, it was about us kind of rehosting the sort of the meeting or the peace conference of sorts between us and the dragons. Did not end up doing too well the second time either. Estinian showed up and attacked our dragon friend, which was not really good. So we're trying to kind of figure things up out of here. All right, not to the warrior of light or even my fellow scion, but to you, Csaw, my friend. Ah, that's adorable. We're his friend, but not here. No. But of course, the intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let us go there. Oh. All right. Of course we can't talk here. We got to go walk somewhere. That's how it always is. Try out battle stance when you get it. I will. I'll try it out when I get it. Where do we have to go? All the way over here. It's always like, we can't talk here. We got to go walk somewhere else. That's how it is, isn't it? How's everyone else doing tonight? Anyone having a particularly interesting Saturday? Patrick says, be careful what you wish for when you step over the Stormblood line. Your days of Dragoon are at it. Yes, my days of the Dragoon are at an end, and it's samurai time. That is true. I might regret it. It'll be sad. Alrighty. Wait, where is... Oh, it's this little door down here. It's been forever since we've been here. Actually, where's this door? Why am I having such difficulties finding this? No, I'll find it. Don't you worry. It's like a little door. Yeah, over here. I found it. I figured it out. Zikro says, just a lot of work today, so nice to relax with the stream. Yeah, I'm glad. This is a nice time. People seem to enjoy the 6 o'clock time. Is your Sam 60 yet? That's a really good question. And something I'll probably need to look into. Oh no. Maybe we'll have to do a samurai leveling up session soon. Because that's a really good point. I don't think he is. Stephen says, working unfortunately, but have a great stream to keep me company. Oh, that's so nice. I like how destinations are just like this sparkly spot that like only we can see. Is the plan to stay Lala in Stormblood? I think I want to be a Lala for a while still. We'll see if I get tired eventually. Oh my god, is it hot cocoa time? Oh my goodness. I don't know if Alphano knows how many times we've been like drugged, but like I'm pretty suspicious whenever anyone brings me something that looks delicious to drink. Oh yeah, he brought us hot chocolate. Hot chocolate apparently just like is like the universal way to make people happy in this game. Oh, there's no game sound? You guys don't hear them talking in game? Can I have some other people confirm that there's no game sound? Nope, no game sound. Okay. Let me fix that before we continue on. I apologize for missing the fun. Here we go. That should do it.
Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die.
Any better?
Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea.
Oh, perfect. Thanks for letting me know.
Man. Not anymore.
Oh, you know what? It's because I muted it at the end of the last stream because I think there was like a lot of people setting off like fireworks and doing skills and stuff. I should remember to turn that on when I get back to the stream next time.
I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was.
Alright, what's the answer?
I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him.
Ooh, I like that idea. I think we can save Estinian, despite the like gross eyeballs he's got like growing out of his arms.
When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emmerich and his forces will do what they believe must be done.
Frost says, Chris, why must you always stream when I'm about to start D&D? I'm sorry. It's people vote when it's time to go, you know?
That's their choice to
You
make.
can't blame me.
Yet even if Ser Emmerich is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not.
I think we got a new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
Alphina's so good at doing pep talks. Like, no matter what's happened, he's like, I mean, he's sometimes very depressed, but he continuously gets like optimistic about the future, and I like that about him. Just letting our hot chocolate get cold. That being said, I'm actually like the worst at drinking hot drinks. Oh my god, that was so amazing. Oh my god, this is so... Look at this, it's like a montage. I loved it. But yeah, I'm like the worst at drinking hot drinks. Whenever I get like coffee or something like that on the go, I almost always have to order it as kid temperature. Yeah. And it's, yeah. That's something you get to know about me now. Yeah, let's save him.
We will. I know we will.
any of the earlier times when I would have been still raiding. Well, good. I'm glad this one worked out for you. Democracy wins. I'm now going to get some hot chocolate to watch this stream. I love it. Thank you, Seesaw. It's unfair of me to burden myself in this manner time after time, but I'm glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow Scions will support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right, that is quite enough solemn introspection for one night. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Fortemps Manor. Let's not keep her waiting any longer. There is sound. Okay. It might have also been I went to go and just check a different screen, and I think I have the game setting to not have sound on when I alt tab it, but I'm not sure. That might have been what turned the sound off for a second, but I think it's working at the moment. Oh, we have to go back. I like how we came here just to go right back. I guess we can't go. All right. It's such a joy to see Alfie grow. It is such a joy. Hi, Broken Arrow. I like your little emoji wave. At first I thought you were raising your hand. Maybe you are raising your hand. Do you have a question? What if it's just saying hello? Hello. I love the music in this city so much. I think that's what I'm gonna miss the most when I go somewhere else. I've also decided just to walk to my destination instead of teleporting. I don't know why, but I've made the decision at this point to walk and enjoy the scenery. I think it'd be handy if you could choose to teleport to any of the smaller Ethernet or Ethernet places. I mean, it might make it too much so you could just teleport everywhere, but it would be super handy. Next big city music is also good in normal doses. Don't worry. Excellent. I didn't want to type the emoji. I just did and it automatically converted. I love it. Yet again, we walk the all too familiar path. I am reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear. Let no one say the Scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friend? If we stopped looking for Yuda and Papalamo, or if we gave up hope of bringing Minfilia back? I don't know. Minfilia seems pretty lost, but we'll see. We'll see. Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiac and Heideland, and of the Ascian's aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion there is much we have yet to learn. There's some Final Fantasy music albums with the game music. I like most of them. I have most of them. There we go. There you go. It would be nice if Square Enix would allow the twins to grow to their adult height, but be stuck looking 14 to 15-year-olds. In any event, I think it time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy to triumph, but we will find a way. We will, we will. Oh man, we're gonna get, what are these things? Chest containing set of augmented Hellfire armor. This sounds cool. Hellfire armor of fending, maiming, striking, scouting. Which, this is gonna sound incredibly newbie, but which, I mean, I'm assuming not fending. Striking, scouting. I'm leaning towards striking. Cannot be... I feel like I'm gonna choose the wrong. At least I get the emoji no matter, or the emoji, the stance no matter what. Maiming is Dragoon, striking. Okay, so maiming, eh? Yeah, there we go. Everyone's striking for your Sam. Oh yeah, because I could use it on my Sam. No, that's smart. Look it, chat's looking out for me. No, I'll use it on the Samurai because I guess that'll be what I'll be doing stuff on next. We'll do striking for the Samurai. It was a big decision. And there you go. You have learned the emote battle stance. Do I get to see it? Ooh, more cinematic.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming.
Or Kryl. I love her outfit.
The Guardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
The heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
Battle stance is unique for each job. Try it out on... Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, no, we'll definitely do that. That's super cool. And hi, Kushui. Thanks for joining us. Actually, thank you, I should say that. Thank you for everyone joining us tonight. It means so much to have all your guys' support. I don't know. It's just, it still blows my mind that I have people that will come check out me play these games that I'd be playing, you know, by myself. So it's really cool to do it with a group of everyone. And also thank you to the Tiny Blue Crew members who do help support the channel. I know obviously not everyone's in a position to do it, but the fact that some people are able to help support the channel like that does mean a lot. So thank you. Just me gushing for a bit, but you guys are awesome.
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
I love her smile. Steven and Ray, welcome to the stream. It's great to have both of you here. I'm glad I caught the stream for once. It's a little bit difficult when it's only once a month, and I mean, I always hope to do more than one a month, but I get busy and then I'm like, oh no, I'm not even gonna get one. So, oh no, this is the guy who's like, this is the evil people, right? The Warriors of Darkness. Am I crazy? Pretty sure it's a Warrior of Darkness. Oh, and Thancred's watching. Spooky. I like how like he was spying on us and like someone was spying on him.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will.
I love the like narrator.
For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
We're at the end of the Dragon Song War. We're getting there. Have I noticed who's narrating yet? Ugh, you're gonna make me think about like, do you mean like, what do you mean? Like, is it a character in game? Oh my god, it's Yida and Papalaimo, right? Yeah. Caution, Yida. That is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. Yes, but I'll say no more. Dang it! You've already met the one who is narrating. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. Papalimo. Papalimo. They're alive. We already saw that they're alive. We saw like a cutscene a little ways ago where they were like just hanging out at this camp wherever they are. Yes, it's a character in game. One you've met several times. Why don't I know who it is? Ugh, I probably can, like... Now this is embarrassing. I mean, and that says a lot, because I admit my knowledge of this game is, like, minimal. Oh, look at everyone. Look at all these people. I love how people just find me in-game. Little dance party. Let's do a quick... Oh, we're just... Was it Beast Dance? Is that what it is? Oh my goodness, it's so cool. Look at that. Let's do it again. Actually, we can... Yeah, there you go. Oh, actually, I can't... Can I type? No, I can't type it. Okay, B stance. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. What a cool... So good. Alright, let's do, we'll try one more of the jobs, eh? Why? Okay. Like, where... Let's... Which one should we do next? Let's do Samurai, since we're gonna be Samurai soon. Yeah, level... Not level 60. That's pretty cool. Look at this. So yeah, I guess it's you getting ready for battle, eh? You also have a victory emote from the last stream. Oh yeah, what would you type? Like just /victory for that one? Let's do... I'm missing some of my stuff. Oh, this one's pretty cool. Look at that. I can tell you at S equals switch point of the story you met him. Oh, at which... Okay. V pose, eh? Let's try it. Let's try it. That's pretty cool. You can also check your new gear sets now. I'm gonna wait to do the new gear sets just because I know how much of a like chaos my bag is, and I don't need the judgment while I handle the gear. So we're gonna wait to open that. But we'll go back. I want to see the pose for my dragoon. I guess I can just like... Wow, that went real bad. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I do a backflip? Okay, this one's the winner. I don't even need to see the other ones. This one's super cool. Yeah, people are just cheering me on. I love this. The Dark Knight victory. Oh, it's cool. They're from like different. Okay, we're gonna pause at that. I could probably go on forever. I assume, and I believe someone mentioned this in the comments before. You can't do it for like gathering. Like there's not a victory pose for fishing, I assume. Yeah. Also, look for a mender and fix your gear before you get. It's wise advice. Is there a mender nearby? There is. No, I want to. Well, take this quest first, and then we'll do it. I promise. I promise. The man within. Ah, Master TBG. It is well that you are here. You're wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with... Didn't he just speak with us? So why is the one guard got the quest, but the other guy lets us in? Oh, they used the... Yeah, the Pally one. Okay, I remember. Someone mentioned that before. Someone has told me. But thank you for confirming it. Ah, Seesaw. There you are. Have you a moment? There is something I would fain discuss. Oh, I guess it's because like this... Is this the start of like the next patch cycle? That's why they're assuming it's kind of been a little bit. A bunch of time mysteriously passed while you waited for 3.3 to come out. Don't worry about... Okay, that's why. Okay. I was like, didn't I just talk to Alphino? I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in guise of Estinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation at Adizes La, I feared him lost forever, but the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Y'shtola and Kryl for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad that I am that I did, for it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? We shall. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. I believe this was the start of 3. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. They're trying to remind us of what happened and like that it has been a while. It's always confusing when you like play a game and it's like, oh, I was just here actually. Like, oh, they're cheering out for me. Thank you for the cheers. People are awesome. Yeah, shout out to all the people out here. Okay, we'll watch them as we disappear. Wow. You have a great narrating voice. Thank you. Thank you. My only issue is name pronunciation. And also, sometimes I get flustered when reading out loud. So, but yeah, when I'm kind of like on the right track of what I'm saying, it can be okay. All this to say, thank you. I've actually started reading the quest out loud when I'm just questing by myself because it practices for this. How did people beat me here? Look at this. People know that I guess there's like a lot of other places I could have teleported to that would have been quicker. But what are you going to do? Hello, Kryl.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Oh, some mulled wine. Very delicious.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Soothing to the humors.
Indeed.
Looks like he's had a bit.
Humors that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
I mean, it didn't sound positive when she said that.
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
It made listening to your journey so far very pleasant. Well, thank you very much, Stephen. It's nice of you to say. Sampo says there's a in-city port right next to the Forgotten Knight. You use that a lot during the Dark Knight leveling. Fair enough, fair enough. Maybe I'll learn. Savagerd says, hey, Sisa, it's actually my birthday today, so it's amazing to see you playing Final Fantasy XIV. Sorry for the caps, only saw it now. I like how you stopped using the caps midway through it, but it's good. It's an exciting message. Well, happy birthday, Sageverd. Happy birthday. I'm sorry about pronouncing your name probably incorrectly. Stan says, also, did you notice how FreeQuest voice acting became starting after Heavensward main story? Yeah, I think they've been doing a lot better with the voice acting in like the in-between stories, which is so good because I think it does add a lot to the game. I think it's one of the things, especially like Final Fantasy, you know, one of the main difference points is its story, like comparing it to a lot of the other MMOs. So I think anything they can do to bring that story up even more is such a good idea.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Yeah, it was super gross how the eyes were like fused. Are you on Twitch? No, I only do YouTube, unfortunately, Vaughn. So yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, I only do YouTube at the moment.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Ooh.
Then he is lost to us forever?
No, I can't take it. I love Destinian.
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered.
All but smothered.
As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else.
Voice acting gets a lot better in the future, but Kryl is the best Muppeto ever. I do like her. Have you gotten any tomes from the Moogle event yet? So no, I haven't done a ton of it. I've really just done the Rival Wings, which has been great that I've been able to play it, and I've been trying to get those in as much as I can. I should really focus more on it to make sure I get stuff before the next patch comes out. Incorrect. Oh wow, it's like
And
flickering.
after
That was
listening
super
to
weird.
Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I'd sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
Oh, there is a different will. Incorrect. Tataru is best. Kryl gets a very respectable second place, though. That's nice.
You mean?
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
Gross. I don't want that job.
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
All right. He's the one peeling out the eyes.
Alphino, by all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah, I found you at last.
Oh, hey! Sagebird joined the Tiny Blue Crew. Thank you so much. That's awesome. It was obviously me mispronouncing your name that really drew you in. But no, thank you so much. That means so much to me. I hope you have a great birthday.
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
The Warrior of Light will come.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Anawa.
Anwa. I love my little hat.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none.
I feel like he had a fair bit of hope already.
Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Let's not fight over who is the best Lala lady. I've loved this kind of like argument in the background going on while I've been doing this.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
We've never seen him do anything rash before. I bet you we nod to this. Yep. Look at that. Ooh.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
Oh no, something big's gonna happen. I can feel it. We must also make sure Seesaw gets to do the Heavensward's 24-man raids. Yes, I should do those as well. There's so much stuff to do. I love it.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind.
Is it the Fortemps, like, father, the Count? Is that who's doing the narrating?
The children of Ishgard that the Dragon Song War was far from over.
Now I'm just gonna be trying to think of who it is.
And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Death to Nidhogg. Very ominous. Very spooky. It is! Yes, I did! I got it! Ha! I just needed to be thinking about it while listening. Awesome. See, I'm not hopeless. Savage says, I do like you still have your Moogle hat on. So cute. It is so cute on Lala's. Thank you. I love how it like wobbles. I did it. It's Elf Dad. It's good. What news has Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? Probably not good news. Oh, you get more of these copper things. That's cool. Oh, do I get to choose now? Aiming. Oh, these are a bunch of different ones, eh? Healing. Let's just get aiming. Whatever. The Count is like your stepdad. Alphino is eager to hear what tidings Sir Emmerich brings. Yeah, okay, sure. Matthias says, what's your favorite trial so far? Oh, that's a good question. I'll warn you, I haven't done a ton of them. What's my favorite trial? Oh, the one, I'm not going to know the name of it at all, but the one where you're on the barge or whatever and you're fighting Leviathan, right? that's where like it can knock you into the water and stuff. I think I did that one on like a harder mode, and I really enjoyed doing that the first time. That was a lot of fun. I should really do some more trials at a harder difficulty. But I say that's my favorite one so far, I think. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of a Dravanian advance? Or mayhap they have located this is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I wonder, I would hear what the Lord has. Yeah, okay, let's just go see. Let's go find out. Come on. Has Sisa done any Alex yet? He has not done any Alex yet. You have not missed anything Alex-wise.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
No Alexander on screen yet. Don't worry, it'll be on screen if it the first time it happens. I love capturing my first impressions and first failures, so it'll be on screen when that happens.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that.
It's true, it's true.
Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
Hope we can get a balanced 8-man to do the synced for the real experience. It would be good to do real experience, it would be.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch.
Of the Watch.
But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
Oh.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
Oh man, are we getting a dragon on our side?
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
Interesting.
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... How shall I put this?
How shall you put this? Lucas says, is Final Fantasy XIV the MMORPG you have most enjoyed so far? That's a very complicated question, because there's lots of games I've enjoyed for different reasons. I think Final Fantasy XIV is the MMO with the story I've enjoyed the most so far. I think it's also, like, I've played this game way differently than I've played any other MMO, where I've actually taken my time and I've really enjoyed the story. Whereas most other games, I'm trying to play with, like, you know, real life friends who are already like max level or something, and I feel like I have to rush through stuff. So that's a bit of a different thing. But I play a lot of different MMOs. I'd say Final Fantasy XIV is definitely now like one of the main MMOs I've ever played, like in terms of length and in terms of like my knowledge of the game, I guess, which is still pretty small. But yeah, I do enjoy it. I'd say it's one of my top MMOs right now for sure. Like, it's been one of my top MMOs for a while. Sagebird says, do you have a Facebook page? I used to have a Facebook page, but I do not anymore because I don't know. I just didn't do anything with it. I do have a Discord, though. There's a Discord link in the comment below. I still am not amazingly active on it, despite the community is great. Everyone in there is super good and super like welcoming, and like there's lots of conversations going on. I try to focus on YouTube comments first and then trying to get to Discord, but you can also DM me through Discord. All this to say, there's a Discord link. That's where I'd point you to. And actually, as you've joined the Tiny Blue Crew, you get a cool badge.
Undertaking, yes.
Our cool role.
Report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord, though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success.
There's a fire truck somewhere. I don't know if you hear it, but it's coming through my window.
We will depart at
like
your leisure.
The sound, not the truck.
Thank you, both of you.
It's an angry fire truck.
The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
Oh, I thought it was here. Yeah, no, the microphone, I've got my window open just because it was like really hot in this room, but it picks up like anything. Which is great. It's just not great if there's like really loud vehicles. Hey everybody. I feel like we were just there. Like, when did he give us the quest there? It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. Yeah, I get all flustered sometimes. It is no imposition, Sir Emmerich, to Csaw and I. Ishgard is a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. We gathered you meant the sound. Your reaction probably would have been a bit less sedated if there was an actual truck coming through your window. Yeah, probably. Probably. You true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg Shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed, with that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of her destination, as they are yet unknown to me. I have a bad feeling that Emmerich's gonna die in this last chapter, but I don't know. Maybe he'll live. We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the churning mists ere we begin our ascent. However, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annex Train. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations. I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it would have a grave consequence for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned to Dravanian forelands then. I find it crazy that like Vidofnir survived that attack. Like, I was watching that cutscene and I was like, no, that dragon's dead. That dragon is dead. Look at this. Look how close this is. Super handy. Da-da-da. I really do like doing these live. I think even when I do video like recordings for YouTube, I'll still try and do some more like live style recordings because I think it just works so well for the story content. Where? Oh, it's the staircase. I hate finding the staircase around here so much. This dragon's pretty cool. Is it up here? Yeah. Look at that. First try. Do 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 do. Dun, dun. Did I go too far? I might have gone too far. Was it like in the middle? Is there a middle one? Ugh, it's gonna be all the way up now. Okay. This person's like, where are you going? Oh, everyone's already up here. Good. They're laughing at me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and his companions. What bringeth you to mine adobe? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst you imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad I am to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of this guard, I apologize. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal? I was tempered by the fires of battle, ere the great grandsire learned to crawl. Oh, we've got some more chat. Let me just see. Sampu says, by the way, just a hint, Chris, if you are uncomfortable with people flirting with you or Lala, I'd recommend swapping, as a lot of people want to get in Warrior's Life. Interesting. I will keep that in mind as I progress. Madia says, Chris, is this your first Final Fantasy game? It is. It is the first Final Fantasy game I've ever played. So it's kind of a cool, like I'm an MMO fan first, so it's kind of like the MMORPG side of things brought me into this game, and it's been cool to kind of have a Final Fantasy story that I've enjoyed. And that was for a long time one of the main reasons I didn't try Final Fantasy XIV, is because I'd known I hadn't played any Final Fantasy game before, and I wasn't sure, if I'd like it or not. But I went out on a whim, tried it. It was kind of like leading up to Shadowbringers or something, and it turned out really well. There's a hole in the floor ceiling here for easy access if you have flying. Actually, don't know if I have flying yet. I apologize. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return that era of peace when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack strength to banish him. Thus do we make for some all to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, you knowest as well as I how he will answer. Hraesvelgr's heart remains unchanged then, a pity. But if it's folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with my kind, go then, but be warned, the Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Magia says, Final Fantasy XIV story is as good as a single-player Final Fantasy, if not better. Very cool. Yoriku says, for sure, it's on par with the best of the best in the series. That's super cool for an MMO, for sure. I love that. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Because yeah, it's interesting because the speed at which I've been playing it and the fact that I've really been taking my own time has made it feel more like a single player game. Like I'm just doing the story mostly, right? So it'll be interesting when I do, whenever I do actually catch up to endgame and start doing more MMO activities like gearing and dungeon, like more focused on that side of things. It'll be very weird. You play Guild Wars 2, Seesaw? I do play Guild Wars 2. I love Guild Wars 2. In fact, about 2 years ago, it was my main MMORPG that I played like all the time with like real life friends. It's kind of like, it's still a game I play very casually at the moment. That being said, I'm super excited for End of Dragons, the 3rd expansion to come out. We'll be doing a lot of videos on it, and we'll probably be doing sort of a live stream playthrough of the story when it comes out too. I'm pretty excited for that. Alphanote seems eager to press on. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated, but what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. I love it. After you, Master Alphano. Scout ahead if you wish, Seesaw. We shall join you outside Moghom. Where's this? Over here. Oh, someone just teleported. Let's roll. Speaking of previous Final Fantasy games, I love how Final Fantasy XIV does callbacks to the previous games. You don't need to know those games, but you get more out of it if you do. I really need to play through the 2 newest chapters in Guild Wars 2, but so busy. Congrats on nearly 1 million gold hard-earned, or gil hard-earned. Yeah, the chapters are quite interesting in Guild Wars 2. I don't know. I feel like they're very much in a situation where they're just trying to buy time to work on the expansion, unfortunately. Or at least that's what I kind of feel like. It's not been like the most amazing content. The story's still good, but like the actual maps, like the events and stuff have been very similar. So I'm just excited to see what the expansion brings. And thank you. Yes, the gil's great. That being said, I actually don't have much that I spend gil on yet. So I've just kind of been like just collecting and not spending. That's my secret. Eventually I'll find something I want and I'll be broke. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream one's mind paints a pale picture of its magic. Wait, so he's like pretty in charge of Ishgard and hasn't been to this like place that we like discovered on our like, I want to say like a few weeks of staying at Ishgard. It was probably more than a few weeks, but like a couple months. Like I feel like he should explore his like country land a bit more. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak when Estinian and Ysel yet walked up our side. It is sad that Ysel's gone too. Muggles! Oh my god, I wonder if they'll like befriend me with my like hat. Look at us. Ah, if it isn't Mog, don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all that we've been through. Like how it like labels as turning Miss Moogle. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Seesaw? Oh no, it's gonna have us choose? Oh no. Oh. How could I forget you, Muglin? Of course I do, Mogan. Apologies, friend, but Muggles all look the same to me. Oh my goodness. No, I can't do that. Oh god. Moglin, Mogan. Moglin, Mogan. I'm going to top one. They're probably both wrong. I hope it like attacks me. How could you just take me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Mogan. Dang it, I got it wrong. The courageous Moogle who guided you to Zenith Kupo. I'm so sad. But putting our shared history aside, what brings you to Friends to Moogle's Camp? Savages never rush the story, but don't get sidetracked. Don't be like me. that did all of AR quests, and I mean every quest was like 58, and I entered. Jeez, that is crazy. Santonis says, remember you had to climb a mountain in the heart of the dragon territory to get here. Oh, that's true. I guess you did have to do that. Well, there were all those dragons in the way. I guess it's super hard to get up here. I know. Okay. I'm with you guys. I gotta do an ad on your server. Smiley face. There was a dragon blocking the route. Yeah, okay. I remember now. Well, I hope you've brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the great worm's ears. This is good to hear, Mogen, and thank you. We had best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Interesting. They're plotting against us. That's clearly what's going on here. I guess we stopped to get, like, the horn, eh? Just a quick reminder, the stream is 90 minutes, and it's been about an hour so far, so I'll probably go for another 30-ish minutes, which is crazy that it's already been that long, because I was hoping to push forward through this really quickly, but I also get very distracted. It's fun talking with you guys. And also, it's a while if I actually, like, read all the, like, dialogue out loud and stuff like that, but I think it's an enjoyable way to do it for sure. I think it's good. I guess I could mount. Try and be quicker when I'm able to, huh? Wait, can I climb up this? Yeah, I can. Nice. Yeah, I do not have flying here. Although I don't know if this is the one we were talking about. But this would be a good place to have flying, because this is like the biggest climb ever. Let me leap. I like to hip, hop, hippity hop. Yeah, look at all these people already up here. Alright, let's honk our horn. You dare summon me again, mortals?
Great Hraesvelgr, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Steven says, this part is a treat though, getting to see Sir Emmerich react to all the wonders we've seen while he's had to stay in Ishgard and keep it. It's cool to see that. Necrolyptic says, it's always a bad day in Erosia when Moogles are doing literally anything. Broken Arrow says, Seesaw, after you've done with this patch, you should definitely do a recap video of the story so far, as this is the finale to Heavensward. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, doing a sort of like an almost review-ish sort of recap on the game up to the end of Heavensward. That would be cool.
Greetings, Hraesvelgr. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
to parley? Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother. You foresaw my... Very true. Well, you are a Moogle, so they take their time, Gobo. I am a Moogle. I but read that which is writ in plain thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to cry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which they treacherously, thy treacherous forefathers fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. Look how sad we are. Thinkest thou Nidhogg has alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sisters? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon that accused day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind become unto me the hardringers of despair. 'Tis only Shiva's dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to endure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit. To warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldst dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thy incurable arrogance.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Zel upon your back?
Yazel, piteous, deluded Yazel, the child did lament her past sins, and sought to rebalance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And, for mine own part, I would recompense no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there a mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals? I wish I had more of a dragony voice.
Of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Thou wouldest strike down thy friend, and, by example of thy righteousness, persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred? Oh, interesting. Heed me, child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well. Uh-oh, Daddy's here. Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? Is it not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage? I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. Emmerich has no idea what's going on. It is very true. While this shade of vengeance remains, the future will ever be uncertain. Help us save... ... No, I'm just kidding. Let's look at this one. We sound smart this way. With our lovely hat. Nidhogg's transformation into rage incarnate is, in part, of my own doing. I rendered unto him mine eye, and empowered his revenge thereby, but 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lended him his all-suppressing might. Did somebody say daddy? Goodness. Calm down, chat. Calm down. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. Oh, there's going to be a test. There's always a test. I shall await thee in the ruins where Hraesvelgr once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to place of thy trial. It's always... Oh, is it actually a trial, though? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, is it a dungeon? Is it a dungeon or a trial? Oh, the Mughals are watching us. There's people spying on everyone here. It's a dungeon and it's a fun one, huh? Alright, alright. We got 15 minutes, hey? Alright. I believed I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hraesvelgr spoke. Come, my friend, let us not keep our escort waiting. I was gonna jump off this, but like I also can't fly, can I? Do the dungeon, please. Yeah, it's a dungeon. The trial comes later. Alright, we'll do the dungeon, Let's unlock things. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial and make your preparations. Okay, alright, so if there's anyone who's part of the Tiny Blue crew who would like to do the dungeon, please send me a whisper, and we'll kind of do first come, first serve for those people. And if there is not enough people, we'll expand that. But let's see if we can grab some people this way. Because I do want to give a little bit of priority to people who support like that. So Zakuro will join. Actually, let me just populate a list 1 second. Just give me a second while I figure things out. Just give me a second while I figure things out. And I apologize for people that I'm asking for. I'm just checking who's in the Tiny Blue crew. Trying to be on the up and up. You know how it is. Da, 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 da. I think we've got I thought I had my last person. At least it'll be an instant. Yeah, once we get this figured out, it'll be quick. Cannot locate this character. Oh, sorry, we're just waiting for someone to log over. All right, we do have the channel, I think, or the channel. We do have the group together. Hopefully we have everyone who can play a certain role. That's one thing. Usually when we do a dungeon over live stream or like a trial, I'll do like a tweet, or not tweet, a YouTube community post to kind of give time for everyone to sign up for the right role. So doing this kind of spur of the moment is making it a little bit more complicated, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Ah, they were in a different server or whatever. Okay, cool. People who are here, are we able to fill the roles? Hopefully we're able to fill the right roles, because this might be messy if not. Okay, so Zakaro can do all the roles, which is good. Someone is like full of question marks. Dun. Looks like it. All right, super cool. Is everyone like... Alright, what is the dungeon that we're supposed to do? Sohr Khai? Sohr Khai, maybe? Sohr Khai is how you pronounce it? Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty. Alright. Thank you for the patience, everyone. And thank you to the Tiny Blue crew members who were on top of getting into this group right away. And to anyone who missed out on this dungeon, I apologize, but there will be plenty of dungeons in the future. This one was kind of spur of the moment, so it was, just first come, first serve was, I think, the best way to do it for the Tiny Blue crew members. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. Oh, people are sprinting away. I'm coming. This is how helpful I am. You know what? I never ended up fixing my gear. Wow, look at these things. So like different block creatures? Super cool. It's always exciting when there's a new dungeon. This dungeon will let you fulfill one of everyone's favorite Final Fantasy XIV fantasies. What is that fantasy? Beating the living stuffing out of a Moogle. Oh my god, yeah? Are the Moogles gonna betray us? Is that why they were like sneaking up? That's so sad. How much longer is Seesaw gonna be streaming? I will be streaming until the end of this dungeon. I feel like we're probably gonna go over the 90-minute duration that I had hoped, but it felt like it was only right. I think everyone wanted to see this dungeon in action. Boom! It's like a big spinning blade of death. My goodness, this thing doesn't look like a safe thing to engage with. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that? They will not betray. They will be part of the trial. We will see. I feel like I get betrayed in this game. Oh my, what, is this not betrayal? Like, what is this? Look at this. This doesn't seem like help. Oh my. I don't feel like I did that very. Oh, I should get on this ad. Are there more ads? Did my teammates kill them quick enough that I didn't even have to worry about it? Because that's how I like things to happen. Ah! Oh, it's playing the Moogle song that it played when we were fighting them in the trial. They just have their own fight music, apparently. It's so sad. Look at this. How could we do this to a Moogle? Oh my goodness. Whee! Wow, this is like just beautiful. This is a weird, like, where are we in the map? I guess it doesn't really say where we are. If we kill these eggs before they hatch, is that kind of like how this mechanic works? Did they hatch eventually? I'm so scared. Oh, apparently not. I thought it was gonna be like, oh. Oh, that's a big bird. Come back here, bird. Yeah, no, this is a required dungeon. This was the next part of our MSQ. It's the only reason I was like, let's do it for sure. I was like, we're not gonna wait. I mean, I wanted the dungeon too. I tried to play it off like you guys convinced me, but I wanted to do the dungeon, let's be honest. I was like, oh no. I guess I'll go over stream time slightly. Wow, these are really cool creatures. I love that piano's all over the— yeah, I love the piano too, actually. The music is super good. Do you guys like listen to music from games when you're studying or like working and stuff like that? Like I always listen to like background music from certain games. Like, well, I mean, typically I listen to background music from MapleStory because that was just who I was as a kid. But I feel like the music from Final Fantasy XIV would do really well for like calming music. Though also like there's some pretty like rock music as well. Like you could do some pretty heavy playlists as well. I feel like I need to like, oh, what? Is this a boss or not? Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I'm so scared. What the heck was that? When in doubt, just run to wherever other people are. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh my goodness. He like broke part of the like area. Oh no, he's doing another flying thing. This way. So I guess it does like less damage the more you go over here. Okay, I'm just gonna go to this side. Oh no, it knocks you into the goop. That's why. I see. That's not good. Hey, we did it. That was a cool boss. That was some cool mechanics, actually. All classes earrings. Sure, why not? We won it. Hey, and a helmet. It's not really like great for us, but let's want it. It's who I am now, apparently. I use the music for my pre-workout motivation. That's a cool idea. Yeah, we had a few people who use it for. Oh, interesting. Just the flyover, I was concerned. Oh, I guess, yeah, this is our trial to prove our worthiness to him. Apparently, Hraesvelgr cares if we're able to kill Mogul kings. Which seems kind of weird, but I like it. Respect it. Ooh. I don't like this. I'm gonna get out of that. Yep, that was the right choice, I think. Oh, that's super cool. It makes the bridge? Is it like... No, it's not slippery. I was like super concerned. Blizzard Dragon. Is this a boss? Or is this just like a mini boss kind of thing? I don't think it's a boss. We're like tearing it up pretty good. Of course, I could be wrong. And that will be unfortunate. Oh, I guess there's a... Okay. Let's roll. Up we go. This is so cool. Oh, cutscene. Oh, the music's so good. Wow, this is like this like golden sky is so beautiful. Do we fight him? Oh, I don't like the look of this whatsoever. Oh no. It's gonna be a high mobility fight. How, do I have to be like on this? Well, I apologize to my party because I almost guarantee I'll be getting knocked off into the, like the ground or sky or whatever this is. So yeah, when that comes, I apologize. But I'll try and like be ready. That's it. Oh yeah, get out. It's happening. Oh, is he gonna do like one and then the other? Oh no, he takes one out. So is it like a kind of a DPS race that way too? Or like between the two of them now. This is super confusing. Oh goodness. What was that? Is he gonna do another blast? Yeah. Ah! Those ice things back there too. What are these? All of this is very concerning. Should we limit break him? Let's do it. Bam! Look at that. We did it. We proved our worth. I'll need to write up a boss mechanic post. I do appreciate your posts when they're like the longest thing in the world, with like the most details, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't know much of that when I was fighting, but it's always really good. I'm just gonna greet all these. Just greet it all. Look at that. Well, thank you so much, everyone who was in the dungeon. You guys really carried it because I had no idea what was going on. Thank you so much. Let's hop out. There's a cutscene. There's always a cutscene, but like, thank you. There's always a cutscene. But it was a good tip. You didn't die. I didn't die. Even bereft of an eye, my brood brother was a fearsome foe indeed. Zakuro says, I know you said you wanted to stop after this dungeon, but you might want to stay on for a bit long. Oh, I don't know. I said to people in this household, to Mrs. Seesaw, that I was going to stop at a certain time, and I should uphold my promises for sure. But what I can promise you, Zakuro, and others, is that I will make sure to do live recording for the like final bits of Heavensward, so you get live reactions to everything, which I know is not as great as live streaming, but I should honor the time I said I'd be done. But having tasted thy strength firsthand, full well I can imagine how thou didst bring him low. The dread title of Azure Dragoon is no empty appellation. You picked a rough point to end the cut stream. How much more time, like how long would you guys say is left of this? Like after this, like, I don't know, give me an estimate. Very well. I shall trust in the seed of a man one last time. By the deed shall the flickering hope that lingereth yet within my heart be kindled anew or extinguished forever.
Your trial is ended as well, then?
Where was Alpha Note during this? Did we each have different trials? Is that like how it was?
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning. Vidofnir seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
Oh, that's kind of cool that we each had one. This leads directly into another thing. There's a trial. Oh, well, there are some long cutscenes, though. Don't want to get you in trouble. All the Woods was one of my less favorite. Cutscenes are 15 minutes more. This leads into a trial, and it's a rather long and hard one. 3 quests. Hard to say. Yes, each had it. You know what? I think I should wait and do it in the video, just to make sure I have time to like really like. I don't want to feel rushed doing it either. So I think I'll do it, but I'll do it in a live video. I promise. I really do. It'll be good. Let us fight as allies then, and together banish my brood brother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end. Super cool. This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva and on the soul of lost Yazel. Ikura says, yeah, you should probably do the trials, a follow-up video. Yeah, I think so. I'm on the Goblin server right now. Yeah, I think we'll do it as a follow-up. Of course, I've now just gonna click this. Oh, my poor ribs. Hraesvelgr saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir, but her ferocity was such that I began to wonder if I hadn't simply imagined her. Yet my trial pales into significance next to yours. How fared you in your duel with Hraesvelgr? We did aight. I take from this that your battle was rather more involved than my own, with Vidofnir seemingly largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging, snapping fangs, and slashing claws, I was scared to aim my bow. Had he truly meant to harm me, of course, I would not have be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training about the speed of a dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Given that the trial is after this dungeon, perhaps do some SAM leveling in between. Yeah, some SAM leveling would be good. Going to miss TBC doing the fight. It was amazing. Shout out from Aether. Moguls. Ow, Kupo. Seesaw, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this dribbling, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time. Kupo, possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about Seesaw's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to go suffer. Goodness. That's triple shifts for you, Mogan. Good. Ugh, I love them. Sputter. Triple? But that's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all. We're just like, what? I love it.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelgr's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Surprise attack. Is it happening right now?
Oh gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade has taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Dang, things do like pick up real quick, and I've really been liking this story part so far. It's been very high energy. Guess we'll take some HP. Surprise attack indeed. Alrighty, everyone. I think that's where we will stop it for today. Look, we still have so many lovely people here. So great. But yeah, I think this is where we'll stop the stream for today. It was a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for everyone who came out. Thank you to all the Tiny Blue Crew members for supporting the stream. Thank you to our newest Tiny Blue Crew member. It's always exciting to have someone join during the stream. That's super, super, super fun. And thank you for convincing me to do the dungeon, because that was really cool and definitely worth doing as part of like this stream, because I think it does add to it. But yeah, keep a lookout for the next video. We'll do one featuring the trial and what comes after it, and I'll do some live recordings for it, so you'll get my live reactions. But yeah, I'm sorry we couldn't continue. I don't want to rush it, you know? But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. It's been a lovely time. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. If you're, working, if you're off, either way, have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next video. But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone.